How's everybody doing? Verna, if you could let me know if you could hear me all right. We will get started on our live Q&A. We do this every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, dear God, I don't like that. Let's see here. Verna, can you hear me? Maybe? Okay, wonderful. So we do this every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am Zach from Myshire Farm. We do a live Q&A to help you on your journey with Coturnix quail, trying to start your quail business, raising quail, incubating quail, taking care of quail, breeding program, so on and so forth. So if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask, and I will make sure that I get to your questions. A couple of announcements. First off, we do a couple different things every Sunday at 7 p.m. Number one, we do Where You're From. If you want to shout out where you're at, it's always fun to see all the states and countries that people show up. That's always a lot of fun. Second, if you've hatched eggs from us this week, then you can let me know what the hatch rate is. I will write it down on our notes, transfer that over to our system, and that's always interesting to discuss as well. And I do an egg availability update at the very beginning of every live Q&A. So with that being said, our pearls and snowies went back on the website Friday at noon, but I have had to pull the snowies as someone ordered a lot. So the pearls are still on there. Jumbo Wilds are on our website. Jumbo Mix just went on our website today at noon, like at 2. I completely forgot. And also our Jumbo White Wings are back on our website. So I'm very excited about that. You can check our website out at myshirefarm.com. Verna, if you will be so kind to put that on there, I would greatly appreciate it. But that is the egg availability update. We will, in just a minute, talk about the post office and the live embargo that is going on. I will explain that to you in just a second, as much as I know anyway. So we'll get to that in just a second. Let's see. Remember, Coturnix Corner, March 2nd, which is the first Tuesday of the month. Myself and Papa, the builder, will be on Coturnix Corner YouTube channel, and we will do a live Q&A on there. It should be a lot of fun. So that one is it there. And then let's see. Papa will be on next week. I will go into more detail on that in just a second. Our shirts that I showed everybody last week are now on our website. I'm very excited about those. I will show you real quick. We've got Quail are my spirit animal. So that one's a lot of fun. They're in medium and larges. Next time I order, I will order different sizes. We've got this one that has been very popular, which is I work to support my wife's quail addiction. Always a lot of fun. And I don't have a quail problem. I have many. So those are on our website as well. And then the decals, which are coming in a little bit differently. He upgraded some things on there. I ordered those Monday. He sent them out on Wednesday, but I have not gotten them in yet. But as soon as we get those in, we'll be putting them on the website as well. So I'm very excited about that. They will be $3 each. We put them on our windows in the quail barn. I've got one on my truck, and it does say Quail the New Chicken. So it's kind of a fun little thing. So that is the shirts and the decals. Like I said, next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Papa the Builder will be on with me. And he's got a very exciting announcement for everybody. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let him share it next week. But let's just say we're working on something very big. that you will want to find out next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's pretty exciting. Decals should have arrived. They have not arrived yet. Negative. They've not came in yet. Unless they're... No. I checked the mail. They have not came in yet. So hopefully I'll get those tomorrow. You never know with the post office. Talking about the post office. So remember, Papa the Builder will be on next week, and he's got a very big announcement for everybody. So I'm very excited about that. We've been working on it all this week and all last week. We worked on it all last week. We'll be working on it all this week, and we'll be giving you some big news next Sunday at 7 p.m. Let's talk about the post office, shall we? So the post office put in a live embargo. Pretty much what that means is no live animal shipments until February 26th. So we had some teen sets that we were supposed to ship out. They came back. All are fine. We brought them back, put them in a cage, and we'll use those and send some new ones out in a few weeks. So if you've ordered live quail from us, it's going to be a couple weeks, but there's nothing I can do about it. So I got a hold of the postmaster, which is pretty much... the postmaster is pretty much the manager of the post office of that location. So we scheduled a meeting with him and us this week, not just to talk about the live embargo or why it happened. We're also going to be discussing new things that are coming down the chain and how to get a jump start on those. So I'm very excited about that. I'll have more information on that coming. I have begged him, and it sounds like I've almost worn him down, where we're going to do a live Q&A. Maybe not live, it might just be a Q&A with the Postmaster General himself. And that will be very interesting for a lot of people on, their process of shipping and how everything works. So that's kind of in the works, but maybe far off, maybe not, I don't know. But the live embargo, there's some post offices that are considering eggs to be live embryos. In that case, they are not permittable to ship. So our post office said that we are going to be granted in and we can ship eggs, not live birds. You can't get us through live birds, which is fine. With the weather right now, I'd rather wait a couple weeks to ship live birds anyway. So that's not a huge deal. But the eggs are fine, except for we can't ship out as many as we usually do, just because it's better if we ship less, where we can at least ship rather than shipping as many as we normally do, and there be issues. So, for example, we ship this week, and things happen. So, with that being said, there was a new person at the main hub that obviously did not get enough training, and they messed up all of our labels. So our post office was kind enough to fix all of their mistakes. Great, except for they printed all new labels and did not give me the tracking numbers. So if we ship to you this week, I have no information for you. They are on their way. Postmaster has promised me that they will be getting them to you tomorrow, but I don't have any tracking other than that. And that's about as much as I know about the live embargo. Pretty much the live embargo went into place because of the weather, and there was a lot of planes grounded, a lot of issues in states that were not familiar with cold weather, Texas, Oklahoma, places like that, and it got everyone behind. They are getting caught up, and we've been blessed enough that our postmaster said that he's going to work with us and make sure that we get stuff out in a timely manner. So it might take a couple more days if you've ordered from us, but that's just because we want to make sure that you don't just receive fast eggs, but you receive viable eggs. So that is about as much as I know about the live embargo. But if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask. Again, if you'd like to support the channel, I would greatly appreciate it by you hitting that like button. I makes me feel better. Really. It doesn't do anything else, but makes me feel better. But I'd appreciate it if you did it. And that is all of the announcements. So check our website out about the new shirts this week coming up. As soon as we get the decals in, we'll be taking some pictures and putting them on the website as well. The Jumbo Wilds are back on our website, myshirefarm.com. The Jumbo White Wings and the Jumbo Mix are back on our website. Pearls are back on our website. The teen sets, the males, and the breeder sets are all off, and that is because of the live embargo. As far as I know, unless I missed something, the only things that are out of stock on our website that's in our control is the Pansy Fees and the Snowies. And they'll be coming up not this week, but probably next. Papa the Builder will be back on with us next Sunday at 7 p.m. with a very big surprise, so you won't want to miss that. And we will both be on with Katernik's Corner Tuesday, March 2nd at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which will be a lot of fun. That is it. Let's get to some questions. Here we go. Beth Reed's in the house, says, good evening, everyone. Welcome. Glad you're here. Chase says hello. Rich Ross from Auburn, Michigan's in the house. Welcome. Beth Reed in Cave City, Arkansas is in the house. Carrie Cowherd says, good evening, everyone, from balmy 43 degrees of Southwest Missouri. It's almost nice enough today to wear shorts. 43 is still a little cold for me, but it's much better than what it was last week. Absolutely. I'd like to give a shout out to Beth Reed and Verna. They helped me quite a bit on social media, YouTube and Facebook, and they have definitely been an asset to me and Myshire Farm this year for sure. So thank you both. Beth Reed says, we're at 43 also. Nice warm up after this past week. Absolutely. Good. Jamel's in the house from Western Washington. Welcome. Sarah Cronkrite is in the house. Welcome. Verna says, we got up to 42 here. It's 39 now. It's not a cold one, though. Like, I know it was 42, but it felt a lot warmer, I guess, just because it's been so unearthly cold out. It's finally starting to warm up here in Michigan, 35 today. Who knew that we'd be excited about 30s? Who knew? Miss Dem is in the house, says hello. Robin C says hello all. Hope everyone had a great week. It was productive. It was a productive week. Miss Nub says my favorite stream. Well, thank you very much. La Rochelle Farm. I know I said it right. Please tell me how to say it. Good evening, all. Carrie Cowherd's in the house, says hello. Erna B says hello. Nathan Jones, hello from Northwest Alabama. Hear you good. Thank you very much. Miss Neb says hi, Zach. We love you. Thank you very much. Sabrina Snow says hello. Freezer says hi, everyone, from Icaturnix in Lexington, Massachusetts. Welcome. Susan Palmer's in the house. Welcome. Jesse Mill says hi to everyone from snowy Iowa. Everybody hit that like button. Absolutely. Hit the like button, support the channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. Robert is in the house. Hi from Minnesota. My quail all made it through 2 weeks of below zero weather. They are very, very hardy. That is for sure. That will be, I'll talk about that for just a second. A lot of people stress out because of the weather. They are very hardy. So they do fine. They do fine. So don't stress about the weather, whether it's too hot, too cold, or whatever like that. They really do just fine. Just make sure they're out of the elements or can be out of the elements. So if you have them outside, it's fine. They'll do fine. It's not a big deal. Just make sure they can get somewhere where it's out of the elements, out of the weather, out of the snow, out of the wind, things like that. But that is wonderful to hear. N4B1K1 says hello from Hello there, Nabika from the South. Oh, San Francisco. I'm sorry. Nabika from San Francisco Bay Area back again. Welcome. Glad you're here. Herman's in the house. Hello. David Gilmore's in the house. David, can you message me tonight or tomorrow, and I'll get with you tomorrow? Um, I didn't save your number, and I meant to save your number, and yeah, I need to talk to you. So hello from Shelley, Idaho. The frozen Northwest, absolutely. Selu in Selu, Montana, welcome. I don't know if I said that correctly. Lenore from Clarion, Pennsylvania, welcome. Jackie Long says hi from the thumb of Michigan, welcome. Susan from Montana's in the house. Zach, say it slow with me. The La Rochelle Farm. Now try it 3 times. I'm not doing it 3 times fast right now. The La Rochelle Farm. La Rochelle. I can do it now. I got it. Unless I'm saying it wrong. Erna B from Cleveland, Ohio. Welcome. Miss Neb from MacArthur, California, which is about an hour south of the Oregon border. Welcome. Ryan from Commerce, Georgia. Welcome. Carla's Garden from Port Arthur, Texas. Welcome. Let's see. Freezer says there used to be around 120 views before, but now it's 59. It usually starts out slow. Robert Yoke says hi from Leeds Point, New Jersey, patiently awaiting our quail egg order. I will get you out as soon as I can. Everything's kind of just a little delayed right now, but we do have a system here. Luckily, we do have corporate accounts, so we're not saving eggs. We're still using them every day. I'm just getting caught up on those so that as soon as the weather permits and the post office allows, I did it. The La Rochelle Farm. I will do it 3 times fast. La Rochelle Farm, La Rochelle Farm, La Rochelle Farm. Bam. That deserves a couple thumbs up. But we will be getting egg orders out, but they will be collected same day as shipped. That's more important to me than getting them out soon. Asani, I hope I said that correctly. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Karina Miller's in the house. Hi from Rochester, New York. Just ordered 120 jumbo wild since our last order did not hatch out well. We believe the incubator was to blame. Hopefully, you got it fixed. If you have any questions about the incubator, please feel free to let me know. Verna says order eggs and supplies at myshirefarm.com. Thank you very much, Verna. I do struggle with it every week. You're right. You're right. Melissa is in the house from the Gulf Coast of Alabama. Welcome. Carrie says, I only got 20 out of 60. The incubator that I was using went crazy to 120 degrees. How did you get 20 eggs to hatch? Not your eggs' fault at all. They were almost fully formed. I'm just sick about it. I am so sorry to hear that. I'm really impressed, though, that you got 20 out of 60 to hatch with 120 degree temperature. That's insane. I've never heard of that before. Usually, once it gets to about 105, it's done. Very interesting. Very interesting. Well, congratulations on the 20. Don Cook says, hello, everyone from Southeast Oklahoma, out of the deep freeze, thank God. Absolutely. Very excited about that. I like the third one the best. The third shirt, absolutely. I don't have a quail problem. That is our highest seller so far this week. I don't know what that was. I think I ate something. That was gross. If we have another week on the shirts like we did this week, I will be ordering again, which is not a problem because I need to order a bunch of different sizes. So I'm very excited about that. Support the channel by hitting that like button. Karina Miller says, I totally forgot to add a cling to my order. Can I still do that? I do not have them in yet, and you actually go out tomorrow. But they will be free shipping. I think you do go out. Let's see. Or maybe I just added you to the list. Oh, wrong list. No, I'm sorry. Karina, you do not go out. I just added you to the list you bought today. Sorry. Yes, you could add a cling to the order. Why don't you go ahead and message me tomorrow or Tuesday? When I get them in, I'll just send you an invoice for the Quail sticker, and we'll add it to your order. Where am I going? Good Lord. Okay. So yeah, that wouldn't be a problem at all. Well, how did I do that? Michael W. says, wow, so clever with the decal. Thank you very much. The person that we're buying from is somebody that I'm very excited to be working with. He's really on top of everything, very fair, great communication. So I think it's going to be a beautiful friendship. Freezer says, yes, third one is so cool. I'll save up and buy it. There you go. Teresa McDermott is in the house. Welcome. Robin C says, my husband wants us to order the addiction and the don't have a quail problem, but we need the larger sizes. Can we pre-order larger sizes? You don't need a pre-order. As soon as I get down to about half of what I ordered, which if this week goes well, I'll be ordering next week. And I'll be ordering a bunch of different sizes then. But if you want to message me this week and let me know what sizes you're looking for, I'll make sure that I order some. The La Rochelle Farm says, happy to report day 8 candle results, 60 feather sexable mix set, 4 non-fertile, 1 blood ring, really happy. That is wonderful to hear, especially in this weather that we've had. Rhoda Lynn's in the house from California. Welcome. Kiki is in the house from warm Houston, Texas. Tanya Muddy Farm 75 says hi from Southern Indiana. Sorry, been absent for a bit. We've been remodeling. Remodeling is always a big job. Much longer than what you always think, too. Best of luck to you. Ms. Nub says, I think is good. The post office is trying to ship live animals responsibly, right? Yes. Yeah, I'm not really mad at the post office at all. It's fine. It would have been much nicer for a larger heads up. They are working with me. Overall, I don't really like the idea of them picking and choosing what they ship. But that's my own personal views, not really, But on the same token, I don't give our post office that hard of a time. I'll bring things up, but I mainly bend over backwards because, well, if I'm going to have a good relationship with anybody, it needs to be my post office. But we do have that very good relationship, which is why we're being able to ship all these eggs. So we're working with them. Backyard Chickens BYC is in the house tonight. There's at least 3 or 4 of you on there. Let's see. Nathan Jones says, hit that thumbs up, guys. Absolutely. Support the channel by hitting the thumbs up. If you have any questions about Coturnix Quail, you can feel free to let me know. What is wrong with people? Eggs aren't alive. Yeah, that's a tricky subject because it's embryos, but yet they haven't been incubated yet, so they're just eggs. There's a lot of stuff going on there, but luckily our post office is working it out. Let's see. Alex B says, when will you have breeder or female quails? I don't know when we'll have those. They are not on the timeline right now. We will be putting male sets and teen sets back on the website as soon as this embargo is over. But as far as feather sexable females or breeder sets, I don't know. It'll probably be a while, which will be more about. I can explain more why it would be a while next week, but we need to give you the very big announcement next week, and I want Papa to be doing that because he's a big part of it. Sarah says, my post office is classifying eggs as live. I'm going to try to ship it again tomorrow with a box that doesn't say hatching eggs or alive on it. You could, and again, it varies. Technically, we're not supposed to be shipping, but our post office is going to push it through. They've already got the approval through our main hub, which is in Dayton and Cincinnati. They pretty much go through both of those. So he already got the approval for both of those, but we're very lucky. There's a lot of post offices is going to say no. Robin C says, but will the receiving and post office still receive the urgency of the eggs? They will. And once they're through, they're through. So that's not that big of a deal at all. And I did ask, my biggest question was if they accept them and we've got the Dayton approval and we got the main hub in Cincinnati approval, what happens when I ship them to Austin, Texas? Are they going to turn them down? And they said no. Once they've been circulated, they're going to deliver. So that is the best bad news I could get. It's the best scenario I could have. Rufus the Bunny is in the house. Hi, hey guys, just checking in. Hey Zach, hey Verna, absolutely welcome. Nova Reset says hi everyone. Hopefully everyone doing well from Colton, California. Welcome. Miss Neb says hello. Nicholas Alexander Montanez says he was the 22nd like. Keep your quail warm. Absolutely. Let's see. Chicken hatcheries because Miss Deb, it's a problem for most of the big chicken hatcheries because they aren't set up to brood, house, or feed chicks, nor to ship them once they need food after 3 days. That is correct. We are much more blessed than, unfortunately, a lot of these hatcheries. Earl Nichols is in the house. Says hello, everyone from Sunbright, Tennessee. You go out this week as well. Just made your filmer. Rufus Bunny says, yay, Katernik's Corner. Absolutely. If you missed it, myself and Papa the Builder will be on Katernik's Corner's YouTube channel on Tuesday, March 2nd at 7 p.m. So check that out. Dan says, you shipped my quail last Tuesday, but they haven't arrived yet. I'm in Maryland. You should be getting them tomorrow. There was that whole fiasco with the wrong tracking and everything like that. So it's taken a little bit extra, but we didn't actually, I don't think we shipped them until Wednesday, and they were collected on Wednesday. We printed the label on Tuesday because the post office was closed on Monday. So we still got a few days before fertility is a factor. We have till Wednesday until fertility is a factor. Bill Cozy says hello from muddy Wilford, Arkansas. Welcome. Don Cook is in the house. Hello, Verna. We made it to 55 degrees today. There you go. Hey, Jones says, hey, Zach, checking in from Northeast Ohio. Welcome, neighbor. Robin C says, looking forward to the live. Thank you. Not talking to me. Zach Sifferman says, hello from Webb City, Missouri. Welcome. Glad to hear. Unknown Drifters in the house. How many quail do you hatch yearly? I have no idea. I don't track that. But it would be in the tens of thousands, easily. How many do you typically sell yearly? Well, last year we sold 600,000 eggs. That doesn't include live birds, and that doesn't include our falconry or things like that. That did include our corporate accounts. So there's that. Brad Clark is in the house. Howdy, y'all, from Tropic, Wyoming. I don't know if that's the truth, but all right. Jason says, are sexling considered jumbo, and will they always breed true? Sexlings do not breed true. Sexlings always will breed true, but they never hatch out what you need to continue the sexlings. Honestly, what I would do is go to our YouTube channel, Myshire Farm, go to the playlist section, the playlist that is titled All About the Colors, go there, find the one that is titled Sex Linked. That will give you all the information you need to know about sex links. Out of the sex links, we only use Pharaoh hens that are between 10 and 12 ounces. And the Egyptian males are usually between 9 and 11 ounces. So I would say you're probably going to get about a 60% jumbo weight, but they won't be big jumbos. They'll be a standard jumbo. Kiki says, I can't wait for him to say hi to La Rochelle. Yeah. Anne says, hello, everyone. Welcome. Beth Reed says, they'll be destroying all the chicks they can't sell locally. I saw one hatchery saying they hatch over 20,000 chicks per week this time of year. It'll be a massive loss, whether shipped or not. It will be. It will be. Yeah. Um, Montana's in the house, snowing at 36 degrees. Hopefully, it's not too much for you. Cheyenne Lenz says, "Would you sell excess males live or butchered to reptile shops? And what do you do with excess eggs? They may not be fertile or viable." We've got corporate accounts for our non-fertile eggs, or ones that we know would not hatch, which is what we use those for. We do both. We do call males for reptile and falconry places, but obviously I try to sell them live first. It all depends on, we've got three different accounts. Our largest account is calls, the bloodless call that I showed a while ago on the live video. So we do that. And then the two smaller accounts are live, which is less work for me, and we charge the same amount. Kiki says, yes, he said it right. You said it right, Zach. La Rochelle, yes. That deserves more thumbs up. I need 13 more thumbs up to feel good about myself. So support the channel. Hit that like button. Let's see. That's awful. There isn't anything they can do. Offer free chicks locally. I actually talked to a hatchery that is close to Cincinnati. It's not, I mean, they probably do probably 10,000 chicks a week. I mean, it's large, but it's not like those massive ones. But luckily, they are. We came up with some good ideas on how for them to uh, use them wisely. Chris Daly says, good evening from Tampa, Florida. When is your new variety of quail coming out for sale to us all? We're working on 4 different right now. One is in the breeder cage. We're just increasing our numbers, so that should be coming out in about a month. The other 2 are going to be moved to cages in about a month, so we're looking about 2-3 months out on those. The other one we just started, so that's 6 months to a year out. So within the next 3 to 6 months, we'll have 3 new availabilities for you. Robert is in the house. Says, what would I get if I cross Fab Fee with Growl Fee? It depends on which Fab Fee and which Growl Fee and which one's male and which one's in. But layman, I mean, the simplest thing would be you would get Growl, you would get probably Pearl, you get Fab Fee, you get Pharaoh, you get Tibetan, you get a bunch of stuff. A very light Growl, very dark Fab Fee. Again, it also varies on what type it is, which one's male, which one's female, so on and so forth. Let's see. I hope I say this great. Cayenne Lens, I hope I said that right. What specifically does the Fee gene represent in quail? And why does Myshire not specialize with Celadon quail? You guys rock. Thank you very much. How do I say that? Well, I'll just be real. There are 2 quail that I cannot stand in Coturnix. I love Coturnix. There's 2 that I just don't like working with. One is the Celadons. We do have Celadons. We have them in our mixed variety, our variety choice. I put them in the mixes because I don't like how they hatch out as far as hatching true. It's a lot of work, and there's a lot of small cages that you need to do with. We have the larger cages, and I don't want to. I would rather spend that time on all. I the time that I spend on Celadons, I could take care of the rest of the quail except for jumbos, as far as focusing on them and moving them around and things like that. So that's why I'm not a big fan of Celadons. I'm going to keep them separate. We will still have, we probably get 40 a day, 50 a day. And I will continue to always have them in case I change my mind and want to work on them. But that's not my focus right now. So that's one. The Fee gene pretty much is a diluter. Long story short, the Fab Fee, which you can see pictures of on our website, myshirefarm.com, is the fee of the Pharaoh, is pretty much what it is. So the Pharaoh, the wild, is brown with some gold black stripes, right? Well, with the Phi gene, it dilutes it and it makes the brown gray, right? And it makes the gold white. So it just makes it a different color. So, for example, the pearl is actually a gold with the Phi gene. It's an Italian with the Phi gene. It's pretty much what it is, and so on and so forth. Hopefully that answered it. If you need more clarification, feel free to ask. Chase says hello from Hampton, Tennessee. Welcome. Glad you're here. Paige Jeffers says hello from Carl Junction, Missouri. I think I'll be passing through there in the next week or so. Just put 118 jumbo wilds into lockdown yesterday. Any tips on getting the humidity up? Currently have water in the reservoir and in a cup, struggling to get over 59. I would take a washcloth or a sponge. I take a washcloth or a sponge, preferably a sponge if you've got it, and then put it in water. Get as much water in that sponge as possible. Put it in there. It'll spike up your humidity to about 75%. And then you'll need to refill it about once a day. Miss Neb said world's best mod award goes to Verna. Absolutely. The La Rochelle farm says I pronounced their name correctly, so I was very excited about that. Let's see. Gary Crawford says hello from Franklin, North Carolina. Welcome. Victoria Mark says hi, Zach. Let's see. In Flint, Michigan. Welcome. Glad you're here. Jackie Long gave us the thumbs up. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We just need one more thumbs up. I'd appreciate it to hit my goal. Wyatt H has just hatched 92 out of 100 bob whites. That's great. Congratulations. Sullivan Homestead's my eggs. Oh, because we were talking before. I was assuming. Not talking to me. Carrie says they hatched the night before and I barely saved them by getting them out. Well, that would explain that. That would explain that. I'm really sorry to hear that. That is a super bummer. I won an auction of 30 of colors you have been working on, had 26 of 30 hatch, and the lights went out for 4 days here in South Texas and only had 7 survive. I am so sorry to hear that. There's been a lot of issues with that lately. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope they get the power worked out in Texas. Sullivan Homestead says my quail are 4 weeks old here in Phoenix and just moved them off the heat lamp and sexed them. Any suggestions moving forward? I don't know what you mean. Like what suggestions for what? Like when to move them to a cage? In Phoenix, you could move them now. Because I think it's like 70s or 80s in Phoenix. So you can move them now. Let's see. The decal is not available yet. I don't want to put them on the website till we get them in, but he was kind enough to get them done in about 2 days. I ordered 100 of them to start with, and they went in the mail Wednesday or Thursday. I should be getting them tomorrow. I'm sure I'll get them when I go drop orders off at the post office, and we'll put those on the website Tuesday or Wednesday. Sillamore 1961 says, hey, Zach, and all from North Central Arkansas. Welcome. I'll be passing through Arkansas next week, or maybe this week. I don't know, whenever he calls. Lucky D Farm says, I need to order more eggs. I'm in Louisiana, and we lost everything during the storm. I'm so sorry to hear that. I unfortunately have heard that so many times this week. I'm so sorry to hear that. Karina Miller says, I fixed the problem by buying another incubator. There you go. We only had 8 out of the 50. Most were fully developed, so thinking humidity was off. Very upset. I'm so sorry to hear that. It was definitely a humidity issue if they were developed. So I'm glad you got a new incubator, and that should fix the problem. So keep me posted on the next hatch. Brad Clark says, would be extremely appreciative of a decent incubator that holds the correct temp. Nothing on the market like that. There's been a lot of issues. I don't have store-bought incubators, but I highly doubt I'll ever buy one of those nurture rights. I just keep seeing horror stories and horror stories, but I'll see a lot of people who like them too. I don't know. Sarah says, I'm also working with the same person for decals for my farm. Can't wait to see the samples. That's great. Awesome. Should I check the website after a certain week? They should be on the website Tuesday or Wednesday for the decals. Let's see, Zach, could you ever show us how to do yourself a large incubator and lockdown unit? That would help us out a lot. Actually, Terry at Katernik's Corner has a better video than we would ever do as far as building an incubator. I would check that out. Go to Katernik's Corner, type in incubator. He built one. Everybody swears by it. A lot of people have built his style and followed his direction, and it's really cool. So I would check that out. Looking to order eggs. How do you ship eggs in this kind of cold? Montana is getting in below 0 temps. We don't change a lot. We change a few things, but they're laid same day as shipped. So that helps tremendously. That's probably the biggest factor. We double box, and then we use specific foamers to keep the warmth in. And our foamers are second to none. They're fantastic, but we do pretty well. Bruce King says had 43 hatch. Out of how many? And congratulations. Let's see. YouTube channel has a video built finally. It's been great. There you go. So Beth Reed just said that Katernik's Corner's video on how to make an incubator is amazing. She built hers, and it's been great. So there you go. Brad Clark says, yes, I know Love Terry, but not everyone out there has that ability. Absolutely. As far as incubators go, I would recommend going to Facebook and going to Newbie Quail Lovers Facebook group, joining, and then posting the question. Just asking the question, what does everybody use for their incubators and how successful it is? And you'll get hundreds of comments with people's experiences. That would be the best route to go to get that. Jerry Alexander says 19 out of 30 mystery eggs, 7.5 hour power outage. So that's great. 18 to 25 days for hatching. Jumbo Wild still not laying. Any suggestions? How often can I use Rooster Booster for them? That is so strange. Well, 19 out of 30 is not bad. 19. Not bad at all. 7.5 hour power outage is even better for 19 out of 30. 18 Jumbo Wild still not laying. You could use, if I remember correctly, I remember someone telling me that you should only use Rooster Booster minimum or maximum once every 2 weeks. So I wouldn't use it very often. You can use the electrolytes as much as you'd like. That is so strange. I'll keep you in mind, but I have ran out of ideas. I've not experienced the issue that you've had before. It's really weird. Yeah, I'll keep thinking about it. Bruce King says 110 out of the 43, but my incubator was off and no heat for 24 hours. There's been a lot of horror stories about incubators lately. Make sure before you buy an incubator, you do your research on it for sure. And even then, keep an eye on it. Where do you buy the quail egg foam and leads? I don't know what the last part means. Quail egg foamers, we have our supplier on our website at myshirefarm.com under suppliers or affiliates or something like that. But you could buy them straight on there. Can't remember what his business name is. I haven't ordered from his website years. I just go straight to him. Bruce King says had ice and snow. Hopefully it gets better. Verna there 12 weeks old, started laying and stopped, started now, stop again. It's so weird. I mean, it sounds, you wouldn't have a rodent problem, would you? We had that happen once in the first barn that we had. When we first started, there was a rat the size of King Kong in there, and it really scared him and freaked him out. Uh, I don't know. I'm very sorry. I wish I had more, but every time I ask you a question, you've already done it, and I'm like, well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of stumped on that. Alex P says, "Are you the only quail provider that sells and ships small amounts of live quail? 6, since I wanted a few quail for the eggs in California this month, but most website requires you to order 10 or more. We do 10 or more. Our teen sets are 10. Our breeder sets and female sets, I think, are 6 or 7 each. I can't remember. Um, I don't know. I don't know who else sells live quail and ships them. Hello, I'd like to order a few live quail, breeder or female, at almost 4 to 6 weeks from Myshire, but each time I remember to check website, they are out of stock. Absolutely. We are in, well, we're not now because of the embargo. I don't know when we'll have breeders or females. It's going to be a while. The teens will have, uh, the goal was not to take teens off the website, but because of the live embargo, I didn't want to get super behind on them. So I'll put them back on February 27th once the embargo is over, unless they extend it. I don't know. I'll know more tomorrow. But yeah, as far as breeders or females, I don't know. We'll have more. Tyler, Texas is in the house. Let's see, Michael McElroy. I hope I said that correctly. Um, BYC is backyard chickens. Yes, it is. Zach, please tell Xavier what BYC is. Oh, sorry. BYC is backyard chickens. It is an app that you can download. It's very cool. If you're not on BYC, so backyard chickens, but they pretty much talk about all of it. I mean, they talk about chickens, they talk about emus, they talk about turkeys, they talk about quail, they talk about bobwhites and coturnics, and it's a really great group to join. Absolutely, it's kind of like Facebook. It's an app on its own. You'll just download the app, make a profile, and then you're off to the races. But there's a lot of great people on there, a lot of great information. Personally, I think it's personally better than Facebook, but um, you should check it out for sure. Brad Clark says, I have done a bunch of tests on commercial incubators and no two have the same temps. I've built my own for years, just trying to make manufacturers step up to the plate for what they cost. Absolutely. It's a website, a forum. BYC is a website, a forum. Is my Shire Farm responsible for developing the sex-link chicks? No, sex-links have been around forever. I don't know of anyone that was selling them in the States until we did, but I there's so many. I don't know. I don't know. We'll say that we made them popular. We'll say that. I don't know of anyone that sells sex links now, but I'm sure they're out there. I don't know. Got it. I'll look at 60 jumbo wilds in lockdown. That's great. 60 jumbo wilds in lockdown. 11. I don't know what the 11 means. But 60 jumbo wilds in lockdown. So that's super exciting. Best of luck to you and keep me posted. Unknown Drifter says, are chicks not allowed to be shipped now through the post office? Not until February. I'm sorry, 11. Well, I'll get to that in a second. No, you're not. You cannot ship any live animals until after February 26th through the post office or through FedEx. And I don't believe UPS ships any live animals. There's a live embargo into place due to the reason they're giving us is the weather and COVID. But I'll know more later on this week. Michael Layton says 11 hatch so far, day 17. That is great. Hopefully you'll get the big hatch tonight. And best of luck to you. Jerry Alexander is not talking to me. Yeah, I don't know, Jerry. It's just so weird that everything else is lame. Um, Nathan Jones says, nice. Can't wait to see your new lines. Thank you. I'm happy about them. What is a Growl Fee? A Growl Fee is a color that we have on our website, myshirefarm.com. You can look it up. It's a very dark color, and we are making ours very unique in the fact that we're not trying to make it all black, but we're trying to put really specific markings on them, and they're super cool looking. So I like them a lot. They're a rare color. Midwest Kristen says, hello, everyone from snowy Wisconsin. Welcome. Glad you're here. Whew. I know I brought some. I know I did. I know I did it. Yep, I did. Kills my throat, guys. All right. Miss Neb says, what does hatching true mean? Hatching true means how many hatch out the exact same. So, for example, sexlings hatch out 100% true. 100% of the time, or I always say 99. 99% of the time, they're going to hatch out Pharaoh males and Egyptian hens. That's the sexlings. It hatches out 99 to 100% of the time that exact way every time. Whereas SSCs only hatch about 55 to 60% true because it's a collection, so they don't hatch true, nor do we want them to hatch true because we don't want to keep using silver to silver because that's not good. So Midwest Kristen says our kitty cat got into the brooder and tipped it over, face palm. We only lost one in the avalanche, and a bunch fell down off the counter but survived. No, they do not bounce. No, they don't. But they're pretty hardy even after they're born. You would be surprised. Six Directions Farm, love the name, says hi from East Texas. Welcome. Miss Neb says, oh, Pearl is Italian with the Fee gene. Zach, I want to learn all these things. Is there a book I can read to learn these things? Not that I know of. Not that I've seen. I'm sorry. A lot of experience. Lot of testing. Charlotte's Crazy Critter. Charlotte's Crazy Critters Homestead is in the house. Heather Cole from Vermont. Maybe I already checked in, but phone died and not sure. I have not seen it, so glad you're here. You got my name right, and the gene explanation was fantastic. Thanks. Not a problem. Glad I could help. Kasumi Rose says, hi, everyone from Western Tennessee is in the house. Welcome. And Kasumi was our 100th like. Thumbs up. Thank you very much. Support the channel by hitting that like button. I appreciate it. It's all good. Not your fault, but sorry I let you down. I don't know about what. Verna said they are 16. Yeah, Verna, I've went through everything with him. He's doing everything right. He's tried everything I've given him. I don't know. I can't figure it out. Wow, I do not like this headset. Bruce King says, hey, I had 120 eggs, 43 hatch, but on the 15th day, my power went off for 26 hours, so I'm happy that I got that many. I hate to hear that. Jason Ormsby said, gotta reorder some jumbo wild. White Wings was out of power for 85 plus hours. Moved to hatcher on Friday and nothing yet. 85. That is awful. I'm so sorry, everybody. Michael gave a couple incubator suggestions. The GQF Hovabator, which I have heard is amazing. I think it's Brencia, I think is what it's called. I can't remember. Hatch 70 when lights went out in Texas. Storm sat in front of gas oven all night to keep them warm. Interesting. And congratulations. Chris Bland's in the house. I believe you're in the UK. Maybe Canada. I can't remember. But it says hi to everyone. I love my GQF Hovabator 2370s so much. I just ordered a third. I'm planning on making Terry's incubator this summer. Very cool, interesting. More light, more protein. Yeah, we've tried that too. I don't. Chase says, I use a GQF Sportsman incubator and it works great. With my eggs, I get 100% hatch rate. And with shipped eggs, I get around 75 to 80% hatch rate. That is wonderful. Andrea Perry says, Andrea and crew in Oklahoma, welcome. Glad you're here. Brad Clark says the GQFs are good, but the homemades are much better. Jay Joseph's in the house from the Caribbean. Welcome. Angus MacGyver says, I have some people asking me for baby quail and partially incubated eggs for reptile. Do you sell chicks live or do you process them somehow? It seems like a good opportunity. We do not sell chicks. If you want chicks shipped to you, I actually have a company that we work with that has got it down to a science. It's hard because I don't go through the companies. I talk to them individually. Just Winging It Game Birds. They have a website, I think it's justwingingitgamebirds.com or justwingingitgamebird.com. If you Google Just Winging It Game Birds, the website will come up. It's a super nice website. But they ship live chicks, Caternix, and they do phenomenal. They do great. I have no desire to ship chicks, but they've got it down to a science. I'm super impressed with them. I have 5 hens and 1 rooster. I constantly get just 1 egg a day. This has gone on now for several months. The hens are all young, doubled their size since I bought them. How long should I wait? Well, I don't know how old they are. There's a lot of stuff I don't know about that. I'm sorry. Make sure they get 16 to 18 hours of light a day. Make sure that they have a layer feed that's low in protein and high in calcium and high in fiber. Make sure they feel safe. And throw some electrolytes in the water, maybe some rooster booster, and you should be good to go. Chase says, I have the Sportsman 1502 with the 3258 digital command center. Very cool. Expensive, but worth it. Zach, breeding silver to silver isn't good genetically. Even 2 silvers from your SSC, you can do it for 3 generations, which takes a long time because we're talking you get them, you hatch them, you grow those up, then you take those eggs, you hatch those out, you can breed those together, you can incubate those eggs, hatch them out, you can breed those together. You can do it 3 times, and then I recommend adding new blood. But we do that here, so you don't have to worry about it. 3 generations takes quite some time. Andrea says, can't recall if you're answering random questions, but I'm curious why you don't do Celadon or Black Quail. I think I heard you mention a while back, but not why. I'm curious. Well, a couple different reasons. That was a spicy cough drop. The black quail are boring to me. I don't have any interest in them. Having a very dark black quail with really cool, interesting markings, that's what I enjoy. So that's my Growl Fee. That interests me. I feel like if you want a very dark quail, then you would just get Tibetans because that's pretty much what they are. So that it just doesn't interest me at all. The Celadons, it just takes a lot of time, energy, and effort. And I've got so many different kinds, so many different colors to work on, so many different jumbos, still trying to improve certain things here that I don't want to spend the time on Celadons right now. So we have them in a separate cage, and we just throw them in our variety choice on our website. Variety choices are mixed set on our website. So when people order the variety choice, we throw some Celadons in there. Chris Bland from the Caribbean. I was way off. Sorry. Bill DeGraffenreid. I don't think I said that correctly. I've got Snowies and German pastels that went into lockdown today. We'll give you the results end of the week. Excellent. Best of luck to you. And I believe, could be wrong, could be a different person. I don't know. I believe that your wife called me, and I have her on the list for an auction. When power goes out, I usually put it on computer ups. I don't know what that means. Looks like people in Bern pronounce it Brincy. Oh, okay. I have their mini advice. I love it for quail. If I could afford the bigger models, I would get them. So Brincy has been recommended a couple times. Crisp plant or good power backup can help. Generators definitely help. Raquel Metlin says, as a nurse, had to go into disaster protocol. Lost 50 birds here in Texas. Managed to repair watering system today. Thanks for all you do. I am so sorry to hear that. I really am. We've had disasters like that before, and it's overwhelming, to say the least. Have him put a small wireless Bluetooth camera in close to the cage for 3 days. I had a chicken tormenting the cage at 3 a.m. every morning, no eggs in the barn. Interesting. Not a horrible idea. Just winging it is here in Wisconsin. It is Wisconsin. The owners of Just Winging It are amazing people. We've worked with them for years on certain things, and they hatch out a lot. But yeah, if you want, I'll do the eggs and I'll do adults. And they don't do eggs and they don't do adults, but they do chicks, and I don't do chicks. So it's a great partnership that we've got. So if you want chicks shipped, I would check out Just Winging It Game Birds. They're in Wisconsin, but I do believe they ship to 48 states. I don't think they ship to Hawaii or Alaska, but I could be wrong about Alaska. I could be wrong. Do you remember which live Zach showed the method of cervical dislocation? No, it was a long time ago. If people are interested in it, comment below if you want to see how we dispatch the quail bloodlessly, and I will be happy to do it again next week or in a few weeks or something like that. I wouldn't have a problem doing it again. Went into lockdown today, first time, so excited. We'll let you know how we do. That's great. Best of luck to you, and keep us posted. Bill says you said the last name correct, and it is the same person. I've got a memory. It's not a good one, but I've got one. Let's see. Angus MacGyver says I have my incubator on a EcoFlow 969 EcoFlow R600, which acts as a UPS. They aren't bad to have for a little power. The EcoFlow Delta is even better, but costs more. Interesting. Do you ever announce what the hatching percentage for shipped eggs was for the year so far? I think I did. I have it right here. So I'll tell you now. Overall, I haven't calculated the last weeks. They're still somewhere close. Well, up until last Sunday, we were at 72.2%. So I'm going to say we averaged a 72% for this year so far. Last year was a 73, I thought. Nope, wrong binder. I already filed that one. I'm pretty sure last year was a 73. It could have ended a 74. Last year was a 73 or 74. This year we're sitting at 72. And I'm expecting it to go up a percentage or two by the end of the year. It was in October. I can do it again if anybody needs to see it. Miss Neb says, I'd like to see how you guys dispatch them. Yes, bloodless dislocation again, please. Okay, so I tell you what, I won't do it tonight because I don't have any to call. But I will have some to call in about 2 weeks. Yes. So I will get that prepared. And when we do them, I'll save one or two to show you on the video. Um, and uh, and we'll do it at the end of the video. Or maybe I'll just make a video about it and warn people before we do it. That would be easier. Then you can just go back and watch it. I'll just do that. Next time we call, I'll just do a video on it. BT7274 says, howdy from Oklahoma. Welcome. Glad you're here. Sarah says, I went to see the Bloodless Call. I went through tons of live streams and I couldn't find it. Yeah, I can't not offend people. I mean, it's a way of, you have to do it. You have to. If you're going to raise animals, and you got to put things out of its misery. You got to do it. So I will just make a separate video of it. And then at the very beginning of the video, just explain that the video might not be for everybody. Val says, my comment's not showing. Hope you all safe and well in USA. Thank you very much. I think we're coming out of our hardship, weather-wise. Let's see. Please show us the bloodless method. And this is the first I've heard the term cervical dislocation. Could you briefly explain that so I could research it more? I don't know if it's out there other than I think it was this guy that we know has been doing it for 30, 40 years. He came out, showed me how to do it, and then I showed everybody else how to do it. But I'll make a video in the next couple weeks and go through everything with you. I did not see Val's message, so I apologize, Val. And not talking to me. Andrea says, thanks for explaining about the Celadon Blacks. Not a problem. And it's just, I know that blacks are popular right now and Celadons are popular, and that's fine. And there's plenty of breeders out there. I don't need to do it all, but the Celadons will be when I don't have any other researches going on. But I'd much rather work on the 4 that I'm working on now than Celadons. And the blacks, I'm just not interested in. I don't see the point. I feel like Tibetans are perfect because they're amazing layers. They're average eggs, which a lot of people like, and they're perfect for training dogs and hunting and things like that, which is why you would want a dark quail. And I don't know why. I just don't. I wouldn't want two dark quails. I want different things. So. Fultz Family Gamebird says, hello, everyone from Sparta, Missouri. Welcome. Glad you're here. Michelle says, do video and then question on live stream. Yes, I will do a video on the bloodless call. And then if anybody has any questions, you can ask me on the live video after I post it that Sunday. Big Mike 1000 says, I'm at day 17, so by next Sunday, I'll have my hatching percentage of 30 jumbo eggs. Best of luck to you. Keep us posted for sure. Angus McGuire, Zach uses it for birds sold to falconers. I do. I use it for falconer food. Sillamore 1961 says, got to run. God bless. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate the support. I keep Gila monsters and emerald tree boas. I raise quail and rats. All are frozen whole and then thawed in hot water to 101 degrees. Takes half hour to 1 hour. Very interesting. Miss Neb says, dispatching my first quail was hard, and then for a while it was easy, but then it started to feel like it wasn't as instant as I wanted it to be, and it's gotten really hard to call lately. Very interesting. Well, hopefully the video that I'll post in a few weeks will help you get back on track with that. Lenora says, what percentage protein and what percentage calcium for laying hens about 5 to 6 months old? I have a couple feed videos on our YouTube channel. In fact, we actually went into feed just last week or 2 weeks ago when I did the tours of everything, like the day in the life of. We actually did a dedicated 10-minute video just about our feed. I would check that out on our YouTube channel. Chase says, hey, Zach, does my egg ship this week or next? I think I ordered around 200. I believe I have you going out next because of the weather and where you're located. But I could be 100% wrong because I don't see your name. Oh, I do see your name. Yeah, you're next week. That's a lot of eggs in case something happens. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait on those. Sorry, but I want to make sure you get a good hatch rate. Do you use a plucker machine for quail or just for your chickens? We have both. We have one for the chickens and one for, I don't know who keeps doing that. One for the chickens and one for the quail. One's big, one's small. But we do have a plucker. Cheyenne Metcalf says hello from Southwest Washington. Got to get quail soon. I'm so excited. That's great. Best of luck. And if you have any questions about your quail journey, I'd love to be able to help you out. Cervical dislocation is the term vets use for euthanizing birds this way. There you go. Nathan Jones says, I watched it this week. I think it's about March of 20, last few minutes of the video. That would, was it that long ago? Interesting. I've had 3 people ask for quail for their dogs' raw diet, anything that would be harmful to do so. I know the organs dehydrated are great treats. No, we haven't had a raw dog feed customer in a long time, a while, maybe a year. But no, we last time they bought. Oh, crap! I think I was supposed to call her back. Really happy you asked that question because I was supposed to call somebody back last week. But yeah, no, we bloodless call and feathers and all, and it's great for the dogs. Verna says, order eggs and supplies at myshirefarm.com. Absolutely. And shirts, apparel now. I was excited. Let's see. Angus MacGyver. Is that a picture of actual MacGyver? Wish my screen was bigger. I love that show. Sarah Concrete says, I got black tuxedos from William Carr Foster and love the color. They're so much darker than Tibetans and not brown at all. I'm the first one breeding them in Michigan. Can't wait to sell. There you go. Yeah, it's just not for everybody. I had Tibetan before our last move, so love them pretty little guys. They were, and they are. Verna says she feeds the whole thing to her dog and they love it. Nathan Jones says, could be wrong. I have watched dozens of his lives in the last few weeks. Well, I appreciate it. I think it was more like October. I can't remember, but I will do a video as soon as possible, as soon as I have some and I have a scheduled pickup date. I don't want to call a bunch of them and have them here. Have a great night, everyone. Stay warm and keep the nasty white ice and snow up north where it belongs. I don't know about that, but you guys could take a break. So I agree with that. Nathan Joe says cervical dislocation, just fancy talk for breaking their necks, specifically separated in their individual neck vertebrae, cervical, from each other by pulling them apart and tearing the spinal cord. Well, that's a better answer than I would give. I use CO2 to dispatch. You could do that as well. Michelle Colley says, hit the like button, please. Absolutely. Support the channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. Doug Baum says, hello from North Carolina. Good to see you. Absolutely. Glad you're here. Kiki says, oopsie. I'm assuming about the person I was supposed to contact, which probably means I'll have some this week to call because I think they're waiting on me. Rich Ross says, Zach, can you show us your quail plucker? It is in the loft right now, but I could bring that down next week if you remind me. Plucker. Sure. We have. Carrie says we have feeder pigs during winter. I feed them all bird parts, floater eggs, and the powdery feed in the bottom feeders. They love it. There you go. Absolutely. Angus MacGyver says, "Yep, that is awesome." I was very not that anyone cares, but They redid MacGyver a few years ago, and I was stoked. Like I was like, yeah, and it was not good, and I was super disappointed. I don't think there'll be another MacGyver. Not a true one, anyway. For dogs, if you give them the feathers and all, do you include intestines? As far as I understand, it's everything, and my dog eats everything. So yes. Paperclip can do wonderful things. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Uh, Robin C says, thank you, Zach and Verna and Beth. You are always so helpful. Absolutely. The La Rochelle, killing it. I'm killing it. FYI, the Incubrite worked great for quail eggs. Also worked pretty good for Marin's eggs. There you go. MacGyver was remade. Yes, it was, but I don't recommend watching it. I think it was even canceled after like the first season. I was so disappointed. Um, and yes, we do have an Incubrite candler on our website as well. I'm really getting everything that I need to help you on your journey. I'm doing everything that I can do to help you on your journey with Coturnix quail, such as the Incubrite candler, amazing for candling quail eggs. Those are on our website. We've got cartons, 24 count and 30 counts for you to be able to use. We've got the supplier for foamers. We've got suppliers for bob whites. We've got, I'll be putting Just Winging It game birds on our website shortly for you to be able to order chicks. We offer hatching eggs. We offer teen sets. We've got apparel such as really funny, cool shirts you should check out. This week we'll be adding the stickers, Klingons uh, to our website. Quail, the new chicken, super cool. Uh, we've got scissors, Incubrite candler. I don't know if I said that. We've got a lot of stuff. I mean, you should really check it out. I really would love to be your one-stop shop. Maybe one day even incubators. I'm thinking about maybe investing after this. Well, I invested in these and then I invested in the shirts. Once that settles down and I kind of get my money back, I would like to invest in a couple different incubators, test them out, do some videos on them, give you my feedback, decide which one we like, and maybe try to work out a deal with that company to be able to provide them to you for cheaper. So I got a lot of things in the works, one step at a time, though. Love my Incubrite. Thank you very much. I'm a MacGyvered an incubator one time. You MacGyvered an incubator one time. Very interesting. Very interesting. You seem like a MacGyver, Kiki. Beth Reed says, I feed them to our dog intact from beak to toenails and everything in between. There you go. Love my new Incubrite also. That's great. Glad you're enjoying them. Kiki, ain't it past your bedtime? Good morning in India. Very interesting. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. Ohio Valley Pond and Excavation says, do you have a source for us you want to who want to raise bob whites? We do. I might have spoken out of turn. I'm 95% sure that we have. Yeah, I'm 95% sure that we have a provider. Either it's under affiliates or recommendations or something, but they offer bob white eggs. I don't know if they offer live bob whites, but Just Winging It, I do believe, sells bob whites as well live. They don't do eggs. Thank you so much, first time here. We'll be back, learn so much, pronouncing my name, Sela. Thank you very much for letting me know, and I'm glad you're here. Michelle Colley says, have Papa make incubators for small breeders. I don't think that's going to happen. Good idea, but I don't think that's going to happen. Sorry about sending you the meme earlier. I don't remember seeing. I might not have seen it yet. Oh, I did see it, and it was very funny. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Uh, Normal stuff. Lightweight pulleys, lock pickers generally use them to escape the safe. Oh, what incubator do you use? We actually build our own here on the farm. Rooster Rev, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? Zach, try the Roto 49 incubator. I just picked one up. I will check that out. I'll check it out. Okay. I will check that out. That was deleted. Doug Baum says, I have Bob Whites. There you go. Night all. Be safe, stay warm, and hit that like button. Absolutely, Jay Joseph. My Midwest Quail says, what company you use for feed? Shoot. It's a great question, and I really should know the name of it. See, I go through my guy. I don't go through the company. I can't remember. Why is their label not on the bag of feed? The feed was made in. Oh, that's pretty interesting. That's cool. Glad they do that. I can't remember at the moment. I'm very sorry. But on our feed video on our YouTube channel, it tells you what the feed company's name and website is. I can't remember for the life of me right now. I'm sorry. Bill says, I've got my feed to somewhat match yours. I kept mine at 30% protein because I like the way my birds look versus the lower protein. What are your thoughts? Absolutely. If you can find 30% and it's affordable, do it. Nathan Jones says, did you ever make a color breeding chart? I have not, no. I feed raw, unplucked, ungutted, whole bird, unprocessed, other than killing it instead of letting him do it. There you go. What is the angle pitch on the trays in your incubator? What is the angle pitch on your trays? I would not know that off the top of my head. I think it's third. I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. That would be a great question for Papa next week, though. Bill says also, I ask every week and I know I can be a pain in your rear, but I'd like to know when you think the Rosetta video will happen. Very good question. I don't know, but I will write it down. It needs to be done for sure. It needs to. We're actually, well, I'll tell you the big surprise next week. I need to get it done. Angus says, are there any areas in the country where there are laws against quail? They seem to generally fly under the radar. They do generally seem to fly under the radar, and as far as I know, no. To your answer, or to your question, do you let your dogs chase and kill? I have a Chiweenie. Is that? Do you have a Chihuahua and a Wiener dog mix? Do you have a Dotson Wiener dog or a Dotson Chihuahua? And I wouldn't recommend the dog killing it. I would kill it and then give it to the dog. I need to know if you have a Dotson Chihuahua because I didn't know that was a thing. Good luck on your hatch, Rev. Don't kill them all this time. Gary is not talking to me. I don't want to encourage. Yep. Snowy video. Oh, that needs to be on my list too. There's just so much to do all the time. I agree. I need to get it done though. I feed raw to my dogs. I do not even feed with feathers on because I don't want them to see the live birds and get any ideas. Whereas I have an escapees. Keep it dry for quail down. There you go. He is probably excited and ate too fast. Oh, not talking to me. That is all the questions, everyone. I thought I was waiting back to hear from someone. Maybe I wasn't. Oh, yeah, I was. Michelle. Yep, I can send you a pic. It's a popular small dog breed. Very interesting. Very interesting. I had no idea. I'll have to look that up. Kiki, guys, got to eat. All right, so that is all the questions. I hope everybody had a fun time tonight. Just to recap, in case you missed it, I've got our fun, cool shirts on our website. If you want to check those out at myshirefarm.com. The stickers, Klingons. Can't think of the other word I want to use. Those will be on the website this week once I get them in. It says Quail is the new chicken. So those will be back on. Jumbo Wilds. They're super cool for windows and trucks and vans and cars. Oh my. All right, so we talked about the live embargo at the very beginning. I won't go through that again. Papa the Builder will be on decal. Thank you very much, Robin. Papa the Builder will be on next week for a very big announcement that I'm very excited about. We've been working very hard on it. So we'll let you. Oh my God, it is a Chiweenie. Chiweenie. I'm gonna be researching that all night. I grew up with a Dotson, and my son. I have no idea, but once a Chihuahua, like more than life itself. I have no idea why. But we're a big dog family. Great Danes is what we've got. So, anyways, I was thinking about getting a small dog for the kids. That might be it. Because it's not like our Great Dane can sleep in their bed, and they want something to cuddle with. Plus, my Great Dane doesn't like my kids, really. She tolerates them at best. Anyways, so Papa the Builder will be on next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with a very big surprise, very big announcement. Very excited about that. Turnix Corner and myself and Papa the Builder will be on March 2nd all together on his YouTube channel, Turnix Corner. I talked about the egg availability update at the very beginning. If you missed it, check that out. But on our website right now, you can get shirts. Decals are coming this week. Jumbo Wilds, Jumbo White Wings, Jumbo Mix, Pearls, they're all on the website. And that is all the announcements. I will finish up with the comments and then we will go. I don't know where I left off. There we go. Not talking to me. My wife has a mess. I had to get rid of my quail, but now I am going to get started again now. George Moore, welcome. Glad you're here, and best of luck to you. I love your dog, Maggie. I love Danes. I had 3 of them. We got a vet appointment tomorrow, and we are going to get Maggie checked to see if it would be fine for her to breed, and hopefully we will breed her this year and have Great Dane puppies because why not, I guess. Decals, yes, that is the word I was looking for. Decals. These are decals. Decals. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time tonight. Have a safe week, everyone. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Thank you, Zach. Great talking to you today. Thanks for the update. We'll let you know when I receive the eggs. Absolutely. Best of luck to you. Good job, Zach. Another great show. Take care. Thank you very much. Have a great night, everyone. Stay safe. Good night, everyone. See you all next week. Hello, Zach. Thanks for the live Q&A. I have a question. Irvin Lee. If you want to ask now, I can answer it real quick. Oh, you did. I see you only put 3 red water cups on the side of each layer cage in the new barn. How many quails are sharing those water cups? Is enough water cups for this many quail? We've got 60-ish in there. So 1 cup for 20? I don't know. It works. Just have them separated. Okay. Oh, Zach, a double ankle biter? Yeah, right. Try a chug. What is a chug? It's obviously a pug and something. My Dane slept in my bed. Well, our Dane sleeps in our bed, but our kids' beds are a little too small for my Dane and a kid. Chihuahuas suck. I have one. He yaps nonstop. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Chihuahuas, but I've never had one. I don't really like the only small dog I like is Dachshunds. But I'm biased because that's what I grew up with. I'm sure it'll all work out. I don't know. Do you sell in for the legs? Only to corporate accounts, not to the public. 1 water for 40 birds, but I always have at least 2 waters per cage. There you go. That's pretty much what we do. Kiki says, peace out all. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it, Kiki. Juanita says, I want one. Absolutely. Do you worm your quail? No, we do not. Up to 17 hatch, probably going to wait till tomorrow morning to move them to the brooder. Absolutely. I would recommend that as well. I ordered eggs on February 1st. Any idea when I might receive them? Terry Holland. Uh, you would probably want to message me because you should have went out and I don't remember the name. Maybe it's under a different name. I would message me with the name that's on the order because I don't see it. And that should have went out. So yeah, feel free to message me. I lost my spot again. Gosh darn it. Terry Holland, my phone number is at the bottom. Verna just put it on there, 937-760-7282. Message me and I will look at that tomorrow. Michael Layton says humidity jumped up 75% while they are hatching. I assume that is normal. Yes, it is. Chihuahua pug, sure, makes sense. Dachshunds act like big dogs. They do. All small dogs have a big dog complex, and all big dogs are terrified of everything, is what I have learned. They're like fat rats, rats that never shut up. So you don't recommend Chihuahuas, Kiki? Is that what you're saying? I have real dogs too. Boxers get your boy a box. Jenna doesn't like boxers. They're too hyper for her. I think if we can breed Maggie and the kids could have a Dane puppy, I think that's the route we're trying to go first. Oh, I ordered them from eBay. Oh, well, I'll look at eBay then. I wasn't looking at eBay. I was looking at PayPal. Terry Holland. Oh, yep. I already found you. Don't worry about it. You actually go out tomorrow. You were supposed to go out last week, but they recommend me not shipping you. But you have already been approved and your foamer's already been made. So you go out first thing tomorrow. The weather kind of delayed your thing there. Lost my spot again. My goodness. Sorry about that, Terry. But yes, you go out on tomorrow. Chihuahua is good shark bait. You see a dog named after you. How sweet. Good night, all. Great live. Thank you very much, Don. I want a Dane pup. You too. I hope that Maggie is up for it. Mini pin with Dane. Interesting. I got my pups from a rescue. Very cool. We have gotten plenty of dogs from rescues. Maggie, we did not because we wanted a full bred, purebred Dane. But usually that's what we do. If we don't do the pup idea, then we're going to the rescue center. Shame on you, Kikio. My rats are quiet. My boxers are chill. The fake dog is the nutter. So you're really against Chihuahuas, is what you're saying. Terry says, thanks, I appreciate that. Not a problem. Glad we could find your name. I'll give you my Chihuahua for a Great Dane trade. Not a chance. But I will be coming your way next week, I think. And not really. I'm still going to be 2 hours away from you. But that's a lot closer. Mini pin and Dane equals pain. Interesting. All right, guys. I hope everybody had fun. I hope you guys learned some. Stay tuned for next week. We've got some really big announcements coming. Plus, I'll show you the new decals, so that'll be a lot of fun. I think he sent me some black ones as well. He didn't have a lot, so I ordered mainly white. But we can always order more. They're super fast, so I'm excited about that. And I think that is all the announcements. If you missed the announcements from the